स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन। एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं सर। ये एक क्लास है, इसमें एक बच्चा है जो हमेशा क्लास के एकदम सेंटर में बैठता है। इसका नाम है टॉमी। यहाँ टीचर बैठता है एंड देन देर आर स्टूडेंट्स हु सिट एट द पेरिफेरी। These are 4 students who always sit at the periphery. Tommy always sit at the center, and these 4 students, these sigma, these alpha males, always sit at the periphery. And then comes intermediate students who sit around the Tommy and under these 4 sigma and alpha males. So this is how the students are distributed around the center. This is how the values are placed in space. This is called as standard deviation and it is denoted by sigma. फिर सर क्या होता है, एक दिन क्या बात हुई कि टीचर ने कहा कि कल मैं इस साइड क्लास के बच्चों से क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा। ठीक है, बच्चे हो गए सतर्क। अगले दिन बच्चे आते हैं, वो टीचर आके देखता है कि सारे बच्चे राइट साइड ऑफ क्लास में आ गए हैं। लेफ्ट साइड के बच्चे जिनसे क्वेश्चंस पूछने थे वो राइट साइड में बैठ गए हैं। टॉमी को फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, 4 सिग्मा एंड अल्फा मेल्स को फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, और वो बच्चे लेफ्ट साइड से राइट में आ गए हैं। सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स इन द क्लास हैव चेंज्ड, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वैल्यूज इन द स्पेस हैव चेंज्ड नाउ। सो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, हाउ द वैल्यूज आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अराउंड द सेंट्रल वैल्यू, दिस इज सेंट्रल वैल्यू, एंड हाउ दिस other values are distributed around it. This is given by the formula that is standard deviation. So let me tell you about the calculation part. Standard deviation, root mean square of deviation. It is given by the formula summation x minus mean square upon total n. This is root. As you can see, this is square of deviation. I am subtracting mean value from the individual value, so this is deviation, and I am squaring it, so it is square of deviation, and I am dividing by the total values, so I am calculating the mean, so it is root of mean of squared deviations. So let me clear you what I mean by standard deviation or root mean square of deviation. Let's take an example. Let us suppose I invested 1000 rupees in 5 companies and after 6 months I checked the return. Let's take an example. I invested 1000 rupees in Mahindra and after 6 months it gave me 1500 rupees. Similarly, Maruti Suzuki, a slow company which gives return very slowly, it gave me only 10% returns. That company gave me 1100 rupees. ACC company, cement company, it gave me minus 50% returns and my 1000 rupees remained only 500 rupees. Ola Motors, the new company, charming company, but that charm was for a very short period. That excitement gave me a return of minus 80%. And Tata Motors, the most reliable company of the most reliable man, and it gave me 2000 rupees in just 6 months, the return of 100%. So when I calculated the mean means I invested a total of 5000 rupees and I got a total of 5300 total returns by total number of companies, and I divided it by 5, so my mean came out to be 1060. Means I got an average amount of 1060 from each company. So proceeding forward, I have to calculate x minus x dash, means individual value minus mean value. Let us see, in case of Mahindra, the individual value is 1500 and mean value is 1060. So 1500 minus 1060 comes out to be 440. Then we move forward towards Maruti Suzuki. 1100 is the individual value, that is x, minus x dash, that is mean 1060. 1100 minus 1060 comes out to be 40. एंड नाउ वी मूव फॉरवर्ड. अब घाटे का सौदा हो रहा है, मेरे 1000 रुपए सिर्फ 500 रुपए रह गए, मतलब 500 is x and 1060 is x dash, that is mean, and after subtracting it came out to be minus 560. I have to consider the minus sign in this value. Similarly, Ola Motors and Tata Motors. After that I have to square it, because if I didn't square it after totaling, it will come out to be 0. So I squared all the x minus x dash value and I have totaled it. So after totaling, the value comes out to be 21,31,400. I have to put it in the formula of root mean square of deviation. So the formula is sigma x minus x dash square by n minus 1. Mind it, the total values is less than 30. If the value is more than 30, if the value of n is more than 30, means if the number of companies would be greater than 30, I have to consider only n in the formula. But in this case there are only 5 companies in which I have invested, so I have to choose the formula n minus 1. So summation x minus x dash square by n minus 1 का whole root. So I have summated it. Root mean square deviation comes out to be 729 approx 730. So in this way we have to calculate the standard deviation. First of all, I have to calculate the mean. Then I have to subtract the mean from the individual value, and then I have to square that values, and then I have to add that values, and after that I have to divide it by the number of values. I have to divide it by the number of companies. I have to divide it by n, and at the end I have to underroot it. Root mean square deviation. I hope you wouldn't go wrong again in these type of big calculations, time consuming calculations, but very easy calculations. Now I will tell you about the variance. What I mean by the variance. The most difficult term, you wouldn't understand it. Just the words I have said, you have to do just opposite of it. This is the most easy term, you would understand it very easily. Variance is just the square of standard deviation. क्या कह दिया सर आपने? Variance is square of standard deviation. Standard deviation का फॉर्मूला था root mean square of deviation. अब इसका अगर मैं स्क्वायर कर दूं तो वेरिएंस आ जाता है. तो नॉर्मल सी बात है, वेरिएंस इज इक्वल टू समेशन x माइनस एक्स नोट का होल का स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय n. व्हाट एन इजी टर्म. वेरिएंस इज जस्ट द स्क्वायर ऑफ रूट मीन स्क्वायर deviation. Now I will tell you about coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation tells the variability between two data. You have used an English term. Sir, please make it easy for me to understand what is coefficient of variation. Let us suppose I have taken a test of 100 marks in section A and 200 marks in section B. 100 नंबर का टेस्ट मैंने सेक्शन ए में लिया और 200 नंबर का टेस्ट मैंने सेक्शन बी में लिया. मीन स्कोर in section A was 60 and in section B was 140. Standard deviation in case of section A was 20 and in case of section B was 30. अब मैं आपसे पूछता हूं कि सेक्शन ए में बच्चों के मार्क्स में मोर वेरिएशन है या सेक्शन बी के बच्चों के मार्क्स में मोर वेरिएशन है. दिमाग हो गया बंद. अब समझ आ नहीं रहा कि कैसे बताएं, क्या वेरिएबल यूज करें कि वेरिएशन किसमें ज्यादा है किसमें कम है. लेट मी यूज स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, बट हाउ विल यू कंपेयर इट. लेट मी यूज वेरिएंस, बट हाउ विल यू कंपेयर बोथ द डाटा. Now in this case when you have to compare two data, you have to use coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation is given by the formula standard deviation by mean into 100. Now let me calculate coefficient of variation in both these cases. In case of section A, standard deviation is 20 and mean is 60. So it comes out to be 33%. In case of section B, standard deviation is 30 and mean is 140 and it comes out to be 21%. So coefficient of variation tells me variability between two data.